too. We're back at the shack with Arnie today, and we're glad to see you. Gonna have a good time too, 'cause we're back at the shack, back at the shack, back at the shack with you.
Ahoy everyone! Hola amigos! Mi nombre es Arnie. My name is Arnie. Have you learnt some Spanish from Shane's lessons with Pedro too? I can even count in Spanish now too. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve, diez. Ranger Hardy is in the middle of the Amazon jungle in Peru at the moment. Let's see what he is going to find next.
The place we stopped for lunch was the same place we were going to be sleeping that night, an open hut in the river. The little building on the left is the toilet, called a baño, because the water level was so high from the wet season rains. To get to it meant you had to either walk through deep water or take the canoe. While lunch was cooking, we had a look around under the water next to our hut. There were lots of little fish swimming around, and even a catfish in the mud. Off he goes. Yep, I'm in the jungle. I've got my machete, and I'm about to go exploring, see what I can find. Hey, wanna come with me? Come on, let's go. Just around our hut, we saw some leaf cutter ants, some crawling insects, a lizard, and a frog. This is an interesting tree. I wonder what it's called. It was then time to get back into our dugout canoe and do some more exploring in the jungle. We went past some turtles who were sitting on a log and a pretty bird with a red head called a red-crested cardinal. Some more turtles. Wellington, our guide, was keeping a good eye out to see what else we could find. There were lots of dark blue birds flying around in the bushes. We found one sunning himself before he noticed us and flew away. There were a few more dolphins off in the distance, but none close to our canoe. We took some more shortcuts through the jungle. Wellington pushed a dead log out of the way, and out of it swam lots of little bats. They swam towards the boat, and Phil picked one up to have a better look at it. Bats are nocturnal, so you don't usually see them during the day. These bats would have been sleeping before their hollow tree fell in the water. While some mammals can glide, bats are the only mammals capable of continued flight. After we left the bats, we headed back to our hut to get ready for the night.
Banana, banano, lemon, limon, orange, naranja, watermelon, sandia, grape, uva, apple, manzana.
I have been reading my Bible, and I really want to not only read what God wants me to do, I want to put it into practice. I want to be a doer of the word, not just a hearer of the word. That is what our next song is about.
Be a doer of the word, not just a hearer of the word. Don't
God has said. Be a doer of the word, not just a hearer of the word. Listen and obey what God has to say. Be a doer of the word, not just a hearer of the word. Don't just listen, do what God has said. Be a doer of the word, not just a hearer of the word. Listen and obey what God has to say. Obedece la palabra, no la debes ignorar. Oír no basta, obedecer debes. Obedece la palabra, no la debes ignorar. Escucha lo que Dios tiene para ti hoy. Obedece la palabra, no la debes ignorar. Oír no basta, obedecer debes. Obedece la palabra, no la debes ignorar. Escucha lo que Dios tiene para ti hoy. Be a doer of the word, not just a hearer of the word. Don't just listen, do what God has said. Be a doer of the word, not just a hearer of the word. Listen and obey what God has to say. Obedece la palabra, no la debes ignorar. Oír no basta, obedecer debes. Obedece la palabra, no la debes ignorar. Escucha lo que Dios tiene para ti hoy. Listen and obey what God has to say. Escucha lo que Dios tiene para ti hoy.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve, 10.
Hola again, Pedro.
Hola Shane, ¿cómo estás?
Bien, gracias.
Mi nombre es Pedro.
Mi nombre es Shane.
Well done, Shane. Hey, do you mind if I ask you a favor? Por favor.
Oh, por favor.
Yeah, I'd love to do the numbers again. How about I do them in English and you do them in Spanish?
Okay, I'll try.
Here we go. Let's start with 0. We say 0,
0,
1,
1,
2,
2,
3,
3,
4,
4,
5,
5,
6,
6,
7,
7,
8,
8,
9,
9,
and 10.
10.
You say them in English and I'll say the rest in Spanish.
Okay, sounds good to me. 11,
11,
12,
12,
13,
13,
14,
14,
15,
15,
16,
16,
17,
17,
18,
18,
19,
19,
and 20.
20. Bravo!
Oh, bravo!
Well done, Shane. That's so good. How about we remember some of the people? Here we go.
Okay.
How do I say mother?
Madre,
Father?
padre,
What about brother?
hermano,
And sister?
hermana,
And when I see a little baby?
bebé,
Or maybe a grandmother?
abuela,
Or a grandfather?
abuelo.
And friends?
Hey, amigos!
You're my friend, so how about we do something new today? Let's talk about animals.
Animals.
What's your favorite?
Dog.
Dogs are nice, aren't they?
Eh?
Well, in Spanish, we say animales.
Animales.
Yeah. So
Okay.
let's go through it. Our favorite, the dog. And when we say dog, we say perro.
Perro.
That's right.
Woohoo.
Say that again. Perro.
Perro.
How about cat? In Spanish, we say gato.
Gato.
That's right. Gato.
Gato.
Do you know those big animals that eat grass and they look black and white? We call them cows in English.
Cows, yeah?
In Spanish, we say vaca.
Vaca.
That's right. Say that again. Vaca.
Vaca. How do you say moo in Spanish?
Moo.
Oh, I think that's the same.
The same. With a horse, we call a horse caballo.
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 Ooh, caballo.
With sheep, we call them oveja.
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 And with a dolphin, we call them delfin.
Oh, delphin.
Delfin.
Delphin.
Do you know one of my favorite animals is the monkey?
Oh, monkey.
In Spanish, we say mono.
Oh, mono.
That's right. Mono.
Mono.
We have fish. I love fish. We call them peces.
Peces.
Yeah, peces.
Peces.
I don't like seeing the next one, Shane. The next one is a snake. In Spanish, we say culebra.
Culebra.
Yeah, culebra.
Culebra.
I don't want to see a culebra around here.
No.
Have you ever seen a turtle?
Yeah, I've seen a turtle.
In Spanish, we call them tortuga.
Tortuga.
That's right, tortuga.
Tortuga.
And if you ever see one of these, you better run. Crocodile, we say cocodrilo.
Cocodrilo.
That's right, cocodrilo.
Oh, cocodrilo.
Sometimes I see frogs around my house. We call them rana.
Oh, rana.
Yeah, rana.
Rana.
And then the little tiny ones, we call them ants. In Spanish, we call them hormiga.
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 And lastly, those beautiful birds flying in the sky, we call them pájaros.
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 Great job, Shane.
Oh, de nada.
That's fantastic. I'm gonna go. Adios, Shane.
Adios, Pedro.
Hasta luego.
Hasta luego. We'll see you later.
Yep, this is where I slept last night. Here in the hut and under the mozzie net to protect me from the mozzies. Yeah, it rained all night, but the bed was pretty comfortable, so I had a fairly good sleep. You always have to make sure you stay protected from the mosquitoes in the Amazon because they can carry some nasty diseases like malaria, which they can pass on to you when they bite you, making you very sick. After breakfast, we were ready for our next day of adventure in the jungle. Up in the tree nearby, we saw our first toucan. And just in front of us was a hole in the tree, a woodpecker's house. The woodpecker was just nearby, but waiting for us to leave the area before returning to its house. A woodpecker has a very strong beak. It pecks the wood to find insects living in the crevices in the bark. It also makes its nest in the tree trunks, preferring dead or dying trees where the wood is softer. We saw another sloth hanging up in a tree. Sloths are known for moving slowly and spending most of their lives hanging upside down. How do you like his coat? Looks like he's got camouflage on. Wellington took us through some more shortcuts. He had to use his bush knife to cut our way through so that our dugout canoe could fit. It's a fairly sharp knife he's using, so he has to be very careful that he doesn't cut himself. After he cleared the way, we kept going. Duck under the branch, Wellington. Then back into the open river. We saw some more toucans. What a beautiful bird the toucans are. Lovely colours. And after lots of paddling, we headed back to our next night's accommodation.
Sunday, Domingo, Monday, Lunes, Tuesday, Martes, Wednesday, Miércoles, Thursday, Jueves, Friday, Viernes, Saturday, Sábado.
After you have been sitting around for a while, it is good to get up and have some exercise. So everyone, join in with the next song, Vamos Salta, in Spanish.
Vamos, vamos, salta y brinca, retuércete, agáchate, mueve las manos, mueve tus pies, voltéate, vamos a aplaudir. Ven aquí, te divertirás, aprender de Jesús y su amor. Ven aquí que somos más. Vamos, vamos, salta y brinca, retuércete, agáchate, mueve las manos, mueve tus pies, voltéate, vamos a aplaudir. Ven aquí, te divertirás, aprender de Jesús y su amor. Ven aquí que somos más. Vamos.
Milk, leche, cheese, queso, bread, bun, rice, arroz, corn, maize, tomato, tomate, potato, papa, beans, frijoles, water, agua.
Hola amigos, and welcome to Get Active with PJ. We're going to have lots of fun with lots of exercise today. The first one we're going to do is knee hops. Are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lift your knees, boys and girls. That's the way. Tuck your elbows in. That's right, boys and girls. You're doing a great job. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo! We've got another exercise now. It's called Running Man. This is how you do it, boys and girls. Just run on the spot. Wave your arms around. You're running, but you're not getting anywhere. But it's lots of fun. That's it, boys and girls. Keep running. You're doing really well. Wave your arms around. Lift those feet. And run like a running man. That's the way. Yeah, running a race. Phew. Thanks for joining me on Get Active with PJ. Adios. See you next time.
Hola, Shane.
Hola, Pedro.
¿Cómo estás?
Bien, gracias.
Claro, claro.
What's claro?
Oh, I forgot to tell you. Claro means of course.
Of course.
Claro,
Claro.
claro.
Ah, claro.
That's right. Hey, how about we go back and revise some of the things we've learned?
Yeah, okay.
How about this one? My name is...
Mi nombre es Shane.
Well done. How about those animals that we love?
Cool, let's do that.
Dog,
Perro,
cat,
gato,
cow,
vaca,
horse,
caballo,
sheep,
oveja,
dolphin,
delfín,
monkey,
mono,
fish,
peces,
snake,
culebra,
turtle,
tortuga,
crocodile,
cocodrilo,
frog,
rana,
ant,
hormiga,
and bird.
pájaros.
Great job, Shane.
Cool.
Let's do some food.
Okay, food.
Milk,
Leche,
cheese,
queso,
bread,
pan,
rice,
arroz,
corn,
maíz,
tomato,
tomate,
potato,
papa,
beans,
frijoles,
and water.
agua.
Awesome. Hey, how about those days of the week?
Okay.
Sunday,
Domingo,
Monday,
lunes,
Tuesday,
martes,
Wednesday,
miércoles,
Thursday,
jueves,
Friday,
viernes,
and Saturday.
sábado.
Great job, Shane.
De nada.
Time to go.
Adiós.
Adios, Shane.
Adiós, amigo.
Hasta luego.
Hasta luego.
We woke up on our last morning in the jungle to discover it was raining. Our guides cooked us some breakfast. They made us some yummy potato fritters. I found a frog. I think he just winked at me. Look at his amazing green eyes. He seemed quite happy it was raining. We had to travel a few hours in the rain. This time our guides used the outboard motor. Because we were going faster, we passed other people in their canoes. We needed to stop in a shallow section of the river so the guides could bail some water out of the canoe, as it was starting to fill up with rainwater. Then we were off again, on the last leg of our jungle trip. Up ahead, we can see the final destination of our dugout jungle trip. We saw the big log they'd been dragging down the river a few days before. I think they'll make a dugout canoe out of that. To get back to town, we needed to get a ride in a tuk-tuk. The road was pretty wet, and we had to wait for some wild buffalo to move out of the way. They had a good look at us before they left. We had to go through another big puddle. It was pretty rough. Whoops, I think we're bogged. The guides had to push to get us out of the bog. Push, Wellington! Off we go again. Thanks, Wellington and Javier. The road was much better in Lagunas. There were lots of people in the streets playing games. And catching up with each other. What a friendly little town.
Hey, this is pretty interesting. These guys have been making a new roof for their extension, using banana leaves as thatching. Banana leaf thatching is very common out here. These work well to keep the rain out, but need to be replaced periodically. They overlap it onto the old roof. Good job, boys. Keep working hard.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Now this is a very interesting sight. Here is a dead tree, but it is covered with new life. This log was once a big tree growing in the jungle. For some reason, it has fallen over. Now, although the tree is dead, it is hosting lots of plants. A white fungus plant is growing on this tree trunk. Fungi that live on trees perform an important function in the forest ecosystem by breaking down dead wood and eventually turning it back into soil. Can you also see the little insects that are living here too? Another one of God's amazing designs that looks spectacular. Sensational!
Looks like Ranger Hardy made it safely out of the Amazon jungle. I love how the people in Lagunas were all out playing games and exercising. Here is another chance for you to get some exercise, boys and girls. Why don't you stand up and sing Hey Let's Jump in English?
Hey, 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 let's jump. Let's hop. Let's wriggle. Let's drop.
I just love seeing what it was like in the Amazon jungle. The monkeys, pink dolphins, and those little bats. It was great that they had Wellington as their guide, so they could make the journey safely. I have chosen to make Jesus my guide. That is the best way to live life. Why don't you ask Jesus to be your guide too, boys and girls? We can talk to him anytime at all when we pray. We can also find out what the best choices in life are by reading the guidebook he has left for us, the Bible. Anyway, the Peru adventure is not over yet. Hasta luego. See you later for more.
We'll see you back at the shack with Arnie again. We'll be looking out for you. We'll see you back at the shack with Arnie again. We're gonna have a good time too. We'll see you back at the shack with Arnie again. We'll be looking out for you. We'll see you back at the shack with Arnie again. We're gonna have a good time too. We'll be looking out for you. When we're back at the shack, back at the shack, back at the shack with you.